Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Adam Bergman's Money Makers. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry, my cat is not letting me record, so I'm going to record with him. A week ago, I made a video. I spoke about a company called LILIUM, ticker symbol LILM. This is a SPAC backed by Palantir. I believe it's the number one or the second biggest investment that Palantir made into SPACs. The other one is WeHo, W-E-J-O, which I made another video about. Also, on Friday, I gave an alert to my Patreon members. I have a link down below that I'm buying more LILIUM, and I did buy more LILIUM. I mentioned that this is one of those YOLO plays. Why? The market cap is just above $1 billion, which means that anything in the right direction, any step in the right direction, can cause the price to fly. LILIUM's price is up nearly 20% today, and a lot of you guys are wondering why. Well, it just signed up a contract or closed a deal that allows them to make test flights in Spain. I'm going to read you that article. A lot of people are like, well, Adam, that doesn't make sense. What's the big deal? The big deal is there's a short seller that made an article stating that LILIUM is lying and overstating the amount that they can actually fly on their batteries. They are saying that they will never be able to fly 150 miles as they claim. However, the perception is changing because if they literally signed a contract to do more and more test flights, which they're doing right now, and I'm going to read you the article, that means that they are very confident that they can actually fly on the battery as they believe they would. Now, most of the battery's power is done by takeoff and landing. A very small number or a very small percentage of the battery power is needed when you're in flight or gliding through the air. That's why the short seller said that they can't make the flights. These test flights are going to say different. LILIUM has a huge room to grow because they're in a segment called evtol, which is electric, vertical, takeoff, and landing. And I like to call it the Tesla of the skies. Now I have one subscriber that hates me comparing anything to Tesla, and to this guy I say, go find another channel because I'm going to do this on purpose just to piss you off. For anybody that has not seen, this is LILIUM. This is literally the plane that I'm talking about. This thing looks absolutely berserk. It's beautiful. It can be used by 6 people passengers. It can be used for a more luxurious 4 people passenger where it's 2 seats, and then a table in the middle. Or it could be used as a cargo airplane. And this thing actually does look like an airplane, which is very rare in the evtol market. Here goes your article. LILIUM begins flight testing in Spain. LILIUM begins flight testing in Atlas Flight Test Center. LILIUM plans to conduct a full flight test campaign, including full transition and high-speed flight. LILIUM also plans to introduce an additional demonstrator aircraft. Over the coming months, at the Atlas Flight Test Center, LILIUM plans to extend the flight envelope through full transition and high-speed flight, which means they're specifically saying we're going to take it on an entire run to show you what we could do. These developments come after successful flight testing with the same aircraft in southern Germany last year. LILIUM also plans to introduce an additional demonstrator aircraft, Phoenix 3, which is scheduled to arrive in Spain for the first time this summer. The aircraft is expected to significantly accelerate the flight test campaign, allowing LILIUM to increase learnings and reduce program risk. Listen to what they said, allowing LILIUM to increase learnings and reduce programs risks. Why? They are backed by Palantir, so they are using Palantir Foundry's platform to analyze the data. And remember, Palantir is not so much of making you more efficient. Palantir is more about finding cracks and making you less inefficient. Together with excellent weather conditions, the Atlas Flight Test Center provides optimal infrastructure and enables aircrafts to fly over a large unpopulated area while transitioning fully to high-speed wing-borne flight. The modern facility and support from the LILIUM Foundation for Aerospace Development and Center for Advanced Aerospace Technologies has been instrumental in setting LILIUM up for successful test flights campaign. Daniel Weber, co-founder and CEO of LILIUM, said, We are excited to have kicked off our phase of flight testing in Spain. This setup takes us even closer to reaching our goal of creating a sustainable and accessible mode of high-speed, low-noise regional air mobility. Guys, and really, really fast, these are just media pictures over here. As you can see, look how absolutely beautiful this is. This is a beautiful, beautiful project. Beautiful airplane. Nice. I have to apologize in advance. I said that it's up nearly 20%. Well, now it's up 23.3%. The current price is $4.80. Now someone's going to say, Adam, am I too late to buy this? Is it too late for me to get into this? Now I'm going to tell you this with 100% certainty, and I want you to open up your ears and open up your eyes. If you can't hear me, read my lips. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an entertainer and educator at best, and nothing I say is financial advice. I can only give you my opinions as if I'm talking to myself. With that said, I personally think, no, it's not too late to get into this company. Listen, the market cap is still 1.4 billion. Anything under 2 billion, for me personally, is considered a small cap. I think this company can definitely get to a 10 to $20 billion market cap. Now, I'm not basing that on any numbers. I'm not basing that on any financials, none of that. I'm just throwing an arbitrary number in my mind that I believe this company could get to. Obviously, if this thing starts crossing the $5 or $6 billion mark, then I'm going to start reevaluating it. Why? There's nothing to evaluate. They don't have no contracts locked up. They do have a potential 150 airplane delivery to NetJets. That's the largest private luxury commercial jet liner. And they said that they are potentially willing to buy 150 of these planes. What that means is they could buy 0, they could buy 1, they could buy 150. They're just saying we're showing interest. It's non-binding. So what I'm trying to say is once they start these test flights, once they move forward, more and more companies are not going to say non-binding. More and more companies are going to say, hey, we want to pre-order. Very similar to what happened with Tesla. Tesla didn't have all their products. Tesla still needed to prove it can do what it set out to do. The Tesla Roadster, that is exactly what they're doing right here. They're trying to do a proof of concept right now. Every single time they move forward with success, they're going to move forward with the company. If they fail at any point, the company is actually going to nosedive. You know what I mean? But if they keep pushing, if they keep doing test flights, if they keep doing what they're supposed to be doing, there's no reason I don't see that this market cap can go to 5, 6, 7 billion pretty easily. Once it gets to that point, then they got to start actually delivering numbers. They got to start delivering contracts. They got to start delivering products. They got to start delivering engineering. And it gets a lot more difficult. But up until around that 5 or 6 billion mark, it's not that hard for a company to go there, especially in an emerging market. The TAM, total addressable market, there is no TAM right now because nobody knows what this is. Nobody knows what you need so far. They break into several different categories, as I said. It's all for short distances, right? So they can fly 175 miles per hour and the distance is around 150 miles, or is that reversed? But one or the other. So they're saying that we can compete against a boat, we can compete against a train, we can compete against a bus, we can compete against a car and get you somewhere faster. Why? From point A to point B in a straight line is easier than zigzag, which is usually what happens with other type of transportation. We are still at $4.80. Our 52-week high is around that $12 mark. That means that there is a 2.5x from where we are right now. At around a 2.5x, you're going to get right around that $5 or $6 billion mark, like I told you. Guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys watching. I do have a link to my Patreon down below. If you join the Patreon, we have a private Telegram group that all we do is talk about plays. And I do have a separate channel if you guys are interested into cryptocurrency and the DeFi space. It's called The Adam Bergman Show. I'm going to leave a link down below. I wanted to let you know that this channel is nearly 200 strong. Last I checked, we had 195 people. Yesterday, I literally had like 175 people. This channel is actually growing faster than my larger channel, which is crazy because I get so much hate. But that's okay. I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very, very much for showing me support. Have a great day.